on guys, it's the P here and we're going to be diving right into Master League PES 2016. I cannot say how excited I am to do this. I've been waiting and waiting for this Konami patch. It's still not out, it's not coming out until the end of October. Screw it, I can't wait that long. I know the internet has been going mad, I've been on the forums, everybody wants to dive into Master League. It's what this game's all about. Now, I've done most of the updates, the transfers, I've updated the kits. You know, it's looking pretty authentic right now. Yeah, not every player's in there, we haven't got Draxler, we haven't got a few of the others, but you know what, I think it's time. It's time to dive into Master League, so let's do this. Okay guys, we're going to be playing on top player. I was considering Superstar, but I'm currently playing on full manual passing, full manual shooting. Top player is definitely my level right now. Superstar, it's something with that AI, they just keep the ball. It's a ridiculous gameplay when you're playing Superstar on full manual. We're going with 10-minute game times, pounds currency, we are in England, no classic players. Additional leagues I'm leaving on, feel like it fills up the regen count a little bit, get some players out there that are good, worth scouting, you know, ones not heard of. Okay, let's do this. Okay guys, this is our manager. Just something I ripped up real quick. You know, preset face, set that new hairstyle. The hairstyle's actually pretty cool on these games. I'm not saying my guy looks the coolest, but you can do some pretty cool things with the hair. We're going to be called ITP. Okay, let's choose our teams now. I know a lot of people like the Master League original lineups. I try and keep my Master Leagues authentic, try and keep them grounded in reality. So we're going to be going with the regular teams. Oh, didn't mean that. Okay, we're going to be going as Manchester United. For those of you who didn't see my background on the opening screen, it is Manchester United as the background. I am a Manchester United fan. One of the reasons why I'm so excited to dive into this, because I feel like there's a lot of work to be done with this team. Yeah, Van Gaal's improved. Moyes 0 was just, let's forget about it. But there still needs to be work on his team. You know, that defence, particularly Phil Jones, he is just a terrible player. So I feel like this is a good way to go. There's a lot of transfers need to be done. As I said, I try and keep things grounded in reality. So I'm going to be putting players up for transfers, putting players up for the loan list. So, you know, get the youngsters out there, experienced. And I'm going to be adding some players to my favourites. I'll then show you my favourites and we'll see where we're going from there. Okay then guys, so I've set up, I've put some players on the transfer list, I've put some players on the loan list. So if we go in and have a look at our player status, and I'll show you the guys I've put up for transfers and loans. So as I said, Phil Jones, I'm not his biggest fan. I really just don't like the guy as a player. He makes a lot of mistakes, he doesn't pay attention, he's physically good, but on the ball, not so much, and like I said, his decision making is awful. Antonio Valencia, I just feel like there isn't a position in the team anymore for him. He's not a right back as much as he plays there, he can't defend. He's fast, I'll give him that. He can be direct, but he can just be so frustrating. The crossing isn't good enough. So he's on the transfer list. Then we've got Tyler Blackett. I do actually like Tyler Blackett, I think he can still make it in real life. He's obviously on the Celtic in real life, Celtic not on the game though, so I've put him out on loan, keep things as realistic as possible. Raphael, he's actually a player who slipped through the net when I was doing my transfers. Manual transfers, you know, your concentration can slip sometimes, but again, you know, keeping things realistic, he's on the transfer list. With a French team coming for him, trust me, he will be going to the French team. And Ben Amos, I mean, at the moment, Manchester United got David De Gea, got Romero as my 1 and 2. And we still have Valdez as well. Not too sure what to do with Valdez just yet. Might put him to the transfer list as well. We'll see. I mean, if a team comes in for him and the offer's decent, then he'll be gone. Otherwise, you know, injuries happen. He may be needed, but that is our players up on the transfer list at the moment. We've also added some players to the favourites. Now I am looking in particular at our defence. It's not the strongest in real life, it's not the strongest in game. John Stones is attracting a lot of attention. Obviously a lot of people think he's going to end up at Chelsea. He's a very strong player. I mean, you just got to look at those stats. The low pass, the lofted pass for a centre back is just unreal. The ball control is unreal. Defensive prowess 82, ball winning 80, and he's so young. He's 21. He can also go at right back if he's needed. He's just a top player. Kongolo is he's another great player. I've got another Master League running on the side of this, just as a sort of a warm up to this one, as Crystal Palace, and I signed Kongolo, and he has been my best signing without a doubt. He is an absolute animal. And again, you look at those stats. I mean, he may even be better than John Stones. He's left-footed as well, which is always nice. He likes his possession game, which is what I'll be trying to play. He likes playing out wide. I think he'll fit right into the team, to be honest with you. And I mean, look at that projection, that development. I mean, if we look at John Stones, they're very similar. There's not a lot in it. It could well go down to price, and if it's going to go to price, Kongolo will be cheaper than John Stones. And the last one we have is Cher. Now, Cher is older. Cher is 24, Kongolo and Stones 21. They are all the same overall stats. They're all 79. Cher is more of an out-and-out defender. He's on there because I know he's attracting a lot of attention in real life, and he's meant to be a great player. He's also not at a club at the moment. His team, I can't remember who he plays for in real life. They're not in the game, so he is a free agent right now. There'll obviously be a lot of competition for him, but I think we could possibly get him on the cheap, in which case I may end up signing Cher as well as Kongolo or John Stones. We'll have to see how that develops. I now need to go into our game plan, need to set up this team. I mean, what is that formation? What is that formation that they've got as at the front there? It's terrible. So we're going to have to go into our game plan, and we will play around with things in here. Okay guys, so I've made up the formation. This will be our first team. I think it's a pretty strong team. As I said, I do think there's room for improvement. So we've got David Gea in goal, obviously. Darmian at right back. He's been a great addition to the team this season so far. He's actually a left back in this game. He did play there a little bit last year, but it's good. I mean, he can play left back or right back. I will be playing him right back. And we've got Smalling and 80 at the centre back. And he's a very tall guy. He's a very physical sort of player. I'm a big fan. We've got Rojo again at centre back. This may be changing, it may be rotating the centre backs if I get either of those three, Kongolo, Stones, Cher. I may be swapping them in and out, whoever's in the good form. We've got Luke Shaw, left back. I mean, that's a given for me up until he got that disgusting injury. He was just absolutely on fire. I mean, that injury was just, even now, it's just so grim. But he's a great player. So, and he's so young as well. I mean, how old is he at the start of this game? Age. He's 20 years old. He's already a 75. He's an absolute beast. We've got Schneidlin at defensive mid. Schweinsteiger, Herrera. That has to be the three that we're playing in the centre mid. I mean, on my bench I've got Blind, who can go at left back or defensive mid. Fellaini and Pereira. They can all fill in any of those roles. I mean, Pereira can't go defensive mid, but he can play in the centre mid, and he can be a good addition. I know he's only 60, but he's young. I think he's a good player. Although his stats on the game aren't particularly great. I'm hoping he can grow a little bit. Up front, Rooney, Depay or Memphis, and Mata. Now, the only thing that's worrying me about this front three is Rooney. I've not actually really played with Manchester United on this game yet. Rooney's obviously he's a weird one, isn't he? He's so good on stats, but sometimes he doesn't perform. Real life, he hasn't been performing at all. I mean, you look at his stats and you're thinking, yeah, he has to be the starting striker, but he's 30 now. He's got a lot of player skills. I'm really hoping he can really perform for us. But otherwise, we have the young Frenchman, Martial. Absolute brilliant signing so far. That header he just got against CSKA Moscow was phenomenal. He will be playing a lot of games this year for me, I think. He will definitely be starting games, not just coming on as a sub. So it's up to Rooney to put in the performances, essentially. We also have a couple of other formations in case things get tight. So I've set, this is our defensive formation right here. You know, if we're playing away from home against one of the strongest sides, one of the top 6, we may have to drop into this defensive formation, keep things tight. And we've also got our very attacking formation. I don't know how much I'm going to be using this. This is definitely a last resort kind of formation here. But you know, I like the look of it. If we have to get a goal, we're desperate for a goal, this formation can get us a goal. It's just a matter of smash and grab and then go back to the regular 4-3-3, sorry. Yeah, I'm feeling confident about the team. So, with all that said, let's actually go into our favourites right now. Let's make some offers, start transfer negotiations for all 3 of these guys, and let's see what happens. Now we'll be moving forward time, guys. I've set it up so that it stops whenever there's an update within the transfer market. This will be the end of part 1 right now. I'll be loading up part 2 very shortly. It'll either be following straight on from this episode tonight or likely tomorrow. If you like what you're seeing, you want to see more of it, give the video a like, you know, maybe even subscribe. You know, if you feeling confident about where this Master League's going, you can subscribe to it. But all support is greatly appreciated, guys, and I'll see you next time. We'll have an update on our own transfers, players going out, and as well as players coming in. I'll see you then, guys. For now, ITP out.